Hi, this is Pamela. Today I want to talk to you, and Popeye too, but he's not paying any attention whatsoever. Popeye, say hello. Say hello to Popeye. Say hello. Oh, hello. This is my Popeye. See, this is Popeye. Best dog ever. Today is going to be a short little video, I hope. Am I capable of doing short videos? That is the question we shall answer today. Today I'm going to talk about the supplements that I currently take. I don't eat until 1 o'clock because I have a 1 to 6 intermittent fasting. I don't take my supplements until I am able to eat food first, and then I take them, with the exception of two. And they're honestly the two most important supplements that I take. Number one, B12. 5,000 milligrams of B12. So my husband swears by this as well. We both take this every morning. I take it on an empty stomach. It doesn't bother me at all. Swear by it. If I don't take this, I notice a difference in my energy levels. Well, I highly recommend this. They are cheap. I get them at Costco. Quick dissolved cherry flavor. I like supplements that are either dissolvable or chewable or liquid. Those are always my top choice. And the reason, if they are just the pill form, once you swallow them, your body has to break down the barrier of the cover or whatever. I'm so not good at explaining things. I've already explained I'm not a flippin' scientist, just a human. Anyway, so dissolvables, chewables, they get into your system faster and more efficiently. In my ever so humble opinion, that's the way they do. I think I'm going to be Southern now. Anyway, I really like the B12. I think everybody should be taking this. It's cheap too. It's cheap. All right. I gotta stop that. I gotta stop. I'll be doing it the whole video and driving you crazy. I'll just lose what few little subscribers I've gotten. By the way, subscribe to my videos. Make me feel loved. I want to try to put a video out once a week. And in order to do that, I've got to feel some love, y'all. Got to feel some love. Everybody that has multiple sclerosis is vitamin D deficient. They, these lovely doctors who know everything, don't know what came first, the vitamin D deficiency or the multiple sclerosis. I know it's the vitamin D deficiency. I had celiac for my whole life without being diagnosed, and my body does not process vitamin D properly. I have learned this the hard way, which is why I have MS. I grew up in South Florida. I should not have even gotten MS. That's a whole nother video. So I supplement with vitamin D3, and this is a dropper, which, remember what I said, and it's a liquid. I wasted, what is this? 2,000 IUs of vitamin D on the table. Dip dog. Anyway, talking about my own self. Dip dog, me. Anyway, I take this every day. It's 2,000 per drop. So my goal is to take between like 7 to 9, 10,000 IUs per day. This is my number one. Like if I had to only take one vitamin my entire life, or this would be it. Most adults are deficient on vitamin D. Now I will say, if you're taking vitamin D, you also need to be taking some vitamin K. I am taking it. It's actually in a combo of another one that I take. I really prefer this brand. You get the most bang for your buck, and it's very effective. So I will also put that link down below. But it's vitamin D3, 2,000 IUs per drop. Not dropper full, not 15 milliliters, but per single individual drop. That's huge. So yes, a little goes a long way. So those I can take on an empty stomach, and I do every day. Okay, after I eat my first or drink my chai tea, but usually I wait until after I actually eat something. I then take my regular supplements. This is a great combo. I've discovered the dose is actually 4 a day. This gives me omegas, and which is very important. And it also has vitamin D3, a little bit more, and K2 and Q10. And also astaxanthin. I'll spell that. This whole thing supports heart, brain, and immune health. I do have some, what they told me is heart issues. I had a bunch of tests done and all that, damage from the chemotherapy. So although I am just over it and I refuse to get a pacemaker and worry that much about it, because Jesus loves me. If he was going to give me a heart attack, he would have just taken me out of the cancer. And if he wants to give me a heart attack, then I will go straight to heaven and hallelujah, see you sooner rather than later. Woohoo! But because I'm not stupid, this has CoQ10 in it. So now I don't have to take the CoQ10, I don't have to take the K, I don't have to do all that stuff separately. I could take it all in here. Oh, Amazon. I get these on Amazon. What is next? Oh, lithium. I'll put a picture. I'm out. I need to order it. My cousin actually recommended this because we have Alzheimer's in our family. My mom's currently in memory care with Alzheimer's. Both of her parents died of Alzheimer's. Let's just scarily say that it runs heavily in my family, and I already have memory issues, but I've always had um, long-term memory issues. I just have a terrible memory. My short-term memory is not bad at all, which is like when you're aging, your short-term's supposed to go. So I don't know what my weirdness is. I do have some weirdness. Put that out there. It's another cheap one. It's like $8 or $9 for a bottle. This one I really just take because I heard it helps your hair. It's called Horsetail. It's also cheap, and I heard that it's really good for hair growth. And I'm trying. When I went to, my hair's never, ever, ever grown fast or well. When I was teeny tiny, my mom took me to the doctor saying, "Look at her hair. My hair's all like stringy and short. Your hair and her hair doesn't grow." And I obviously had celiac and nobody knew it. That's why I look like a little Ethiopian child with a pot belly and stringy hair, and it was super teeny, with skinny little legs. And that's a whole nother story. Anyway, with the cancer, my hair thinned even more. Prior to that, I've been growing my hair out for 10 years, and it was pixie. And this is as long as I have ever been able to get it since I started growing it out, which is not long, frankly. But in cancer, it thinned more. My eyebrows, I lost my eyebrows. These are penciled. You know, women. You know what I'm talking about. If you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about. And the older you get, I think a lot of us hardly have eyebrows anyway. But I lost mine, and I do have a few now. I think there's 7 hairs here, and I think 9 over here. Anyway, but this is supposed to help with hair growth. Is it working? I have the foggiest idea. But speaking of which, this is another one that I take, biotin, for hair, skin, and nails. These are gummies. I get these as a 2-pack, which is a really good deal on Amazon. There's 1 carb per dose, and I do count the carb in my carb count because I do keep track of my carbs. Natural berry flavors. They're gummies. Bada bing. They taste good, and I've been taking these for a while. I really do feel that they help hair, skin, and nails. I do recommend this. It's a great deal. I really do think it's effective. I don't know if I'm getting any length, but I feel like it's been getting thicker and healthier, and my nails as well. So there's that. So to me, that is a fairly necessary one. That's not an optional like the horsetail. And then there's my multivitamin. This is Women's 50 Plus Multivitamins. It's by Zegbalp, Zegbalp. How's that for a cool company name? What should we name our company? Let's name it Zegbalp. Yeah, I don't know. Where do they come up with that business? Anyway, it's a multivitamin with EPA and DHE. It also has some of those omega-3s in it as well. It's a good comprehensive one, gluten-free, cruelty-free. It doesn't have the carb count. It says 0 sugars, but I count this as 1 carb because it's got to be. And it is also gummies. They're like peach flavored. I'm not into peach, but they're actually very good. I take 2 gummies a day, which is the recommended dose. Highly recommend this. This is after my vitamin D is number 1, vitamin B12 is number 2. This is number 3 of absolute necessity, must have, must take every day. This is number 4. So there's that. I also have these vitamin C's. I get these chewables from Costco, and I do not take these every day. I don't know. I'm lazy, and I take enough stuff, and I just don't take these every day. And I don't feel like they're necessary every day, but if I'm feeling a sniffle coming on, if I am going on a trip to visit my kids or grandkids, I will take these, have these with me, and usually take them on a daily basis for a few days just to kind of make sure I'm building up my immunity so I don't get sick. And I normally don't get sick super easily, so that's a God thing. Okay, and I also want to share these. I get this from Amazon. Collagen, again, hair, but also nail, skin, bone. I also have osteopenia. It's like right before you're going to get osteoporosis. They did the bone density test, and I'm like right underneath the level of having osteoporosis. So I use this for my bones as well. I really like it. I make my chai tea with the Oregon sugar-free. I should show you this. This is not supposed to be on here. My Oregon sugar-free. I'm going to show you this. It's a little bonus. I got this stuff out of the refrigerator. Okay, so usually the first thing I have when I'm going to start eating, I have this chai tea. This is by Oregon, and actually everything about it in it is organic except for the fact that it has sucralose. So this I get from Costco. Almond. This is unsweetened, and it's 1 carb and 1 fiber, so they cancel each other out. So these are both 0 carbs. But I don't have them before my eating windows because they have this doesn't have calories. This has calories, not a whole lot though, but 30 for a cup. That'll break a fast. Bada bing. So because of I don't want to break my fast, I don't have these before my eating window. I have my Hello Sunshine coffee mug. My daughter bought this for me. Isn't it cute? Oh, I like it. I like it a lot, really. I do. Anyway, accents, stop. Anyway, so I put half and half of this and this in here, pop it in the microwave for 3 minutes, and then I mix a scoop of this in there. And that makes it like a chocolate chai tea, which is amazing. This has calories as well, more calories than any of the other, to tell you the truth. It has 80 calories per scoop. Another reason why I don't do it until my eating window. But it has only one carb. So it's the whole thing is just one carb because this is the only thing that has any carbs in it. So now you got it. Last but not least, something we fairly recently newly added, my hubby and I, after just watching some videos and doing some research, is creatine. And it's a pretty good deal. It's $19.99 for this whole shebang, and it's 135 servings, so it's not like it's super cheap. It's not like it's super expensive. Strike that, reverse it. And I honestly usually just put a scoop of this, which is the 5 milligrams. And I do a heavy scoop because I think 7 to 10 milligrams are more effective. So I do a big old scoop in there, and I put that on top of my chai tea. I have a frother. So then I, with this little dealio, sometimes I put a little squirt of like the sugar-free whipped cream. Bada bing. I don't do coffee. It is like my little, it's like my chai tea latte that, should have 50 something grams of sugar and costs $7 at that coffee shop that you go to. The favorite one, which one I'm talking about. Mine's free, and it's only 80, and if I count these calories, it's 110 if I did a whole cup, which I don't. Max 110 calories, one carb. Bada bing. And there's one more thing, very important. Seriously, almost forgot. And that is my nighttime, my evening dealios. In the evening, an hour before I'm going to turn the light off, I take magnesium bisglycinate. I take 3 of them. They're very teeny tiny. Again, I'll send you the link. They're very small pills. They do not, see how tiny they are? They do not mess my digestive system up at all, which other magnesiums have done. And I really feel like they help me sleep. And the other thing I take is melatonin. This is a fast dissolve, 10 milligrams. Highly recommend this. When I was going through cancer, I did like 50 milligrams a night going through the chemo. I had done a lot of research and felt strongly about it. Now that I am settled, I tend to just do one. Anyway, that is it. If you have any questions, or I would like to hear things that maybe you take that you feel very strongly about, especially if they're not on my list. And always comment. I check all comments and I will respond. Subscribe, share to your friends. This is Pamela Berthume, still standing. Did you see my dog? Did we do my dog?